Alright, all of this. Well, not this. I need to take all my bags upstairs because I low-key need to switch bags. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome here if you are new. I am Daquana. I bring you plus size fashion content as well as lifestyle and beauty content. In today's video, we are just going to straighten up the living room and talk a little more about how PCOS affects our daily lives, but in this instance, our cleaning habits. This video is brought to you by Squarespace. If you haven't heard of Squarespace, it's the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs, influencers, bloggers, freelancers, artists, you name it. I feel like Squarespace can help you to create a beautiful presence online. No matter what field you're in, I feel like you need a website, whether you're selling a product or a service, you're displaying your portfolio, or you simply just want to engage with your audience. And I feel like Squarespace makes that super easy, and it has all the tools in one place. You can also use them at your own pace. We will hop more into that a little bit later. Okay. So polycystic ovary syndrome, typically I say ovarian syndrome. I'm not sure why, but it's better known as PCOS. It's a problem with our hormones. It typically happens during our reproductive years. You may not see your period very often. It can be really irregular. And then when you do see it, it can be very prolonged. There are a range of symptoms that happen when you have PCOS, and it's again an imbalance of your hormones. So we know a lot of we function a lot based off of our hormones, you know, but outside of the moodiness, outside of the consistent cravings, outside of fatigue, outside of depression, there are a lot of things internally that can happen when you have PCOS. I recently found out how PCOS was linked to thyroid issues, and I just was like, wow, you know, because ultimately, if this is untreated, and by the way, if you're not aware, you can take tests, you can get them sent online. I have done that. You can go see your OBGYN or your doctor. You can definitely get it tested because it's not really studied, but you know, we all know the outcomes of being pre-diabetic or having type 2 diabetes or heart issues, cholesterol issues. There can be a lot of issues that come from having PCOS and not treating your PCOS. So if you go too long without, you know, dealing with your PCOS, it can in turn develop into something even more severe. Our ovaries are, of course, very important in women. Whether we want children or we don't want children, we still want to have healthy ovaries. So when it comes to how, since we're going to take this video and it's going to be not quote unquote lighter, but it's going to be more so about how PCOS causes this severe moment of fatigue sometimes in our lives, you know, seasonal depression. What else can I say? There's just so many things. Of course, you guys have seen me visibly show you that I have excessive hair growth. It can lead to unexplained weight gain, again, linking to the whole thyroid issue, right? And then once you do put on that weight, it can be 30 times harder to lose the excessive weight. So it's just so many things that this can be linked to. So with me, there are times where I'll get into this funk and things just become like really, really easy, like easy things in my everyday life that used to be easy, of course, just get so much harder to do. And I would rather not do them. When I come back, I want to talk more about the complications of PCOS and also what has helped me with my PCOS. But until then, I actually wanted to show you guys a little bit more about my Squarespace site that I have been working on. And so this one, if you don't know, I have my degree in fine arts, specifically visual communications, and that included coding, web design, graphic design, and all of that good stuff, right? But this was one of the easiest, easiest websites I have ever created. And I have created many websites, right? Squarespace offers these super cool AI tools, and also they have increased their SEO optimization. Why did I get caught up on that word? But I thought that was super cool because if you have optimized SEO, you can show up to more people more often and really get the word out there about your brand. Me personally, I actually really liked, again, how easy this was, but also how I could customize it and make it more so me, right? And I'm gonna use my Squarespace to kind of, I might be politically incorrect, right? I'm gonna use it kind of like a funnel. You guys always ask me, where do I get this? Where did you find that? Where can I, so I was like, okay, I just created an acronym for where do I get it? Because that's a very common question on all of my platforms, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. So the acronym is WDIGI. And I was like, Digi, because Digi is short for digital. So I was like, oh, that's cool, right? And here you see me optimizing it for mobile devices as well. Again, they make it super duper easy. So I came up with Digi, and I'm going to use it so that it's a really one-stop shop. If you're ever wondering where anything is from, you will be able to click this page of mine and you will be able to go exactly to the category you are looking for. So I thought that was really, really helpful. Squarespace made it so easy. I actually did this in less than a day. And I'm not done with it. I'm still working on it, but less than a day, right? You can also, of course, host an online store here. I'm going to show you right now how I went. I'm showing you the template that I chose, which is here, but it looks so different on my page, right? Because I customized it. You can use it for an online store. You can manage invoices when it comes to your clients. You can receive payments. You can incorporate you can accept payments as well. That's what I wanted to say. But here I am, and I'm going to be using their AI to show you how easy it was. I literally did this in maybe 10 to 15 minutes. I don't know. The timer at the top right might tell us a little bit something different, the time at the top right. But I just went through, and this was just an example website. Influence 101. I made up example brand, and what I do with this brand. Oh, well, I help people, I mentor people and, turn them into influencers or whatever. I went to this little box right here. I put in a sentence. This website is about the brand Influence 101, where we mentor upcoming brands, businesses, and influencers on how to build their social media. That's all I had to type in. They gave me 6 different writing styles, which I thought was dope, right? Basically kind of like a mission statement for my brand. And I'm like, in a sense, I don't have to do the thinking. Sometimes we side eye AI, but look how easy. If you don't know where to start, if you're like, I've never created a website ever in my life, girl, this was so easy to do. And AI really helped that. Like, if you're going to use it, let's use it to our benefit. But those are some of my favorite things about Squarespace. Absolutely loved it. Of course, I'll have those links in my bio for you to check Squarespace out. Okay, so back into PCOS. So the causes of PCOS are really not known. I, again, feel like it's not really studied enough. But ultimately, factors that might play a role in PCOS is insulin resistance, meaning our body is making insulin, but it's becoming resistant to it. So now blood sugars are going up, and this is causing our body to make more of that insulin, and it's bringing down the blood sugar level. Too much insulin can cause androgen, which is a male hormone, and that's why sometimes we would see hirsutism in a lot of people with PCOS. And then also insulin can cause dark patches on our skin, whether it's on our neck, armpits, groin, under the breast, whatever the case may be. And then you can also see a bigger appetite. We're always hungry. And then you, of course, will see probably weight gain. And then even with that, you're gaining weight and you're not able to lose that weight as fast, because having PCOS can really slow down our metabolism, causes inflammation. We don't know if it's hereditary. We just don't know, right? Sometimes, doctors will prescribe a certain hormone pill because people have asked about that. And then just going back to the weight thing, people think automatically because you're fat that you're going to, and that's just me. I don't really take heed to the word fat. Like, I don't look at it's a neutral word to me. Overweight, obese, fat, plus size, heavy set, heavy duty, whatever you want to call it. Being overweight is not the only reason people have PCOS, because there is PCOS in thinner and slimmer women, right? So some more complications of PCOS could be infertility, gestational diabetes, or pregnancy-induced blood pressure, seeing miscarriages or premature births, having high blood pressure, high blood sugar, unhealthy cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, depression, anxiety, eating disorders, moody disorders. Oh, not even disorders, but mood swings, right? And also endometrial cancer. So these are all things that could be complications of having PCOS. And that's why it is important to test yourself, even if you feel like, oh, it's just having a beard. It's not always just having a beard, because ultimately on the outside, you see sometimes people have dark marks under their eyes, and that could be lack of rest. That could be dealing with your insulin levels. It could be a lot of things. Cosmetically, what we see on the outside can be the direct, result of what's happening on the inside. So you do want to try and maintain it. Now, I'm not saying, because a lot of people think you're just lazy when you have PCOS. Sometimes if you're just getting into a slump, you're laying around, not want to do nothing, you're really fatigued, you're just very tired all the time. And they don't know that it's because you physically are not feeling like you're able to do this. So I'm saying, if you're getting into a slump, it's okay, right? But you want to find your way out, because, seasonal depression could be lead to severe depression, could lead to a lifelong battle of depression. So if there's something you can do about it, if there's something that helps you in the process, I 100% will say that you need to pursue it. You need to look into it. It's not just some one-off little, oh, I have this, oh, I have that. It's something you really want to study. I have bought books. I have looked online. I have talked to professionals. I am really interested in PCOS because I want to know, why is it doing this? Why is it not studied? Why are we not seeing more about it? And luckily, because I have opened my platform up to those, who also suffer from PCOS, I've been seeing so many more people. I've created or gained a community of people who deal with the same thing. So with that, what has helped me personally is staying active. And it's sometimes really hard to stay active if you're really fatigued. But ultimately, I need to change my eating habits. I don't eat quote unquote the worst, but I do have a thing where I get cravings and I want that thing constantly, right? For like a week or two at a time. Kind of like a fixated personality and an addictive personality. So I may not eat I might fast all day and eat at like 4 or 5 o'clock, but I'm not eating the best thing because I want a burger, right? I have tried to incorporate meal prepping lately, and spearmint tea is really helpful. I use the Goddess collection teas, specifically the Goddess. I have to remember the name, but I'll have all the links available to you, because it helps with thyroid related issues. I'm showing you right now the result of the house, or cleaning the living room, and also what other things I have to do, like take those bags upstairs, take the trash out, finish cleaning in the dining and kitchen area. So that's what I'm going to show you now. But again, being active, changing what we're eating. I take a PCOS hormone supplement, which has everything I need as far as vitamin D, magnesium. I think it's inositol, but I could be pronouncing it incorrectly. And my spearmint capsules. You can drink the tea or take the capsules. It's just a range of things that we could do. Here I am pointing at trash that needs to go out. But yeah, I hope this was a little bit helpful. If you guys want me to talk more about it, just being someone with PCOS, not really a professional, then definitely just let me know in the comments. But I plan to do more videos like this because I don't really talk about PCOS as much here as I should. On the table, you actually see my meal prep containers because meal prepping has been very, very helpful. But what we put in our body can really affect the outcome. So if you can't start, if you like, I don't want to go work out for 3 hours in the gym, well, maybe a 20-minute walk to start with, maybe replacing a few carbs with something else, a few snack cakes with fruit. It's little things that you'll definitely see a difference. And comment down below if you do want to see more or hear more about PCOS. And once again, I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this video. When you are ready to launch, right, I want you guys to head to squarespace.com/Daquana White to save 10% off of your first purchase of your website or your domain. I will have those links in my bio or description as well. It was super fun creating my Squarespace website. I hope you guys enjoyed the little slight tutorial. And then even if you want to see more about how I was doing that, I could slow it down and show you that too. Here I am showing you what needs to go upstairs. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in my next video. And again, thank you, Squarespace.